Hey everybody, it's Brooke with The Buttered Home and welcome to my messy kitchen. Today we have another very special treat for you today. Today we're going to be showing you how to make simple coconut bliss balls. And we use some really healthy ingredients to do this with, and not to mention it's a lot of fun. This is another great option to do with kids, so you can have a really good time in the kitchen, and these make great food gifts. So stay with us. Okay, to a large mixing bowl, I'm going to add in 1 1/2 cups of shredded coconut. Now, I know that coconut is not everybody's thing. I mean, you either love it or you hate it. I mean, there really is no two ways about it. But these are a really nice homemade take on a nice treat that kind of resembles a famous candy bar. So to this, we are going to add 3 tablespoons of honey. Now, one little pro tip that I can give you is that you can heat up your honey and make it a little bit easier to add. However, I just kind of drizzle it in, and if I make a mess with my honey container, well, I just clean it up later with a warm wet rag. Because let's face it, I am a messy cook, and I got honey all over the side of that, but it's okay. A messy kitchen is the sign of a well-used kitchen, I believe. Now to that, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. And you can find this just about anywhere these days. It usually comes in solid form, and then I just heat it like 10 seconds at a time in the microwave until it's nice and melted. Then we're going to add in 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I'm going to do this a little at a time because I didn't grab the right measuring spoon. Go figure. Sort of prepared, but not really. Now we're just going to mix this up with our hand mixer just until it's all combined. All right, and you have got one sticky something right there. So I'm just going to get a sheet pan and I'm going to fit it with some parchment paper. And look, I know I've shown y'all this trick before, but I have the roughest time with parchment, it wants to roll. So I just take it and wad it up and then stretch it back out, and then it sits all nice and pretty in your pan. Well, it's not real pretty, but it works. So we just want to take a spoon at this point, and these guys are going to be sticky, okay? So we're going to use our trick of spraying our hands with a little cooking spray and rubbing it in. Also, it's probably pretty good for your skin. And then we just want to take out just sections of about 1-inch balls and just form those into a ball. Now let me explain to you what's going to happen. This coconut oil that we put in there, we're going to cool these guys in the freezer for about 30 minutes. And it's going to set up and harden. Then we're going to come back and we're going to dip these guys in dark chocolate and sprinkle the tops with a little bit more coconut. Ooh, goodness gracious, y'all. The honey in these along with that coconut smell amazing. And you know, you could even add nuts to these if you wanted to. There's just all kind of things that you can do just to make these even better. Now you see I put it in my hand and I just squeezed it a little bit. Then I take my other hand and just form it into a ball. And my hands are not sticky because I sprayed them with that cooking spray. So that's a nice tip. Anytime you're making cookies or you're dealing with anything sticky that you have to form with your hands, spraying just a little bit of that cooking spray really makes a big, big difference. So we are going to finish forming these up. Then I'm going to pop them into the freezer for a 30-minute set time. And then we will come back and we will show you the finished product. Oh, well, we're going to show you how to dip them in chocolate first, and then we'll show you the finished product after they set up just a little bit more. So y'all stay with us. Okay, so our Coconut Bliss Balls have finished a 30-minute freeze time, and see how they've set up and stayed together. Now what I've done is I've taken about a half a cup of dark chocolate chips and melted it in 15 to 30 second intervals in the microwave. And if you're doing a lot of these, you're probably going to want to keep them frozen while you're doing it so they'll hold their shape, because once they hit the warm chocolate, they tend to kind of come back to room temperature. Then we're going to fish them out with a fork, and I have another sheet set up over here, and then we're just going to dress those with a little more coconut. And you can toast the coconut if you wanted to. Take it a step further just to give it that nutty toasted taste, and it ends up being fantastic. Now if you have some bald spots, just take your fork that has the chocolate on it and just drizzle it over the top. But whenever you put that coconut on top, that kind of can mask any imperfections that you may find yourself with. So work kind of fast, because you don't want your chocolate to set up in your bowl, and you don't want your bliss balls to come undone in there either. So see how I'm just patching that up with that chocolate that's on my fork, and then just put that coconut over the top. I let them roll off the fork, and then I patch it up and then camouflage that imperfection from the bottom of the Coconut Bliss Ball with the coconut that we sprinkle on top. So that's just another little trick to where you can have that up your sleeve and just know that they don't have to be absolutely perfect. If they have a bald spot, then you can always fix that with your fork. Or if they're kind of slim, leave them slim on the top, because you're going to garnish them anyway. If you want to make these festive, you can use sprinkles. You also can use food coloring to dye your coconut if you would like. And it really makes for a festive little, but I like the dark chocolate with that just little bit of unsweetened coconut on top. I'm all about the garnish that tells people what they're getting. So as you can see, about a half a cup of chocolate chips does not go far. This recipe makes, gosh, probably about a dozen. You can double it or triple it even, but you're also going to want to increase your chocolate as well to accommodate what you have. And if you have to melt some more chocolate, like I said, just do it in the microwave at 15 to 30 second intervals and stir it. Just stir it as often, probably too much, because chocolate, you do not want it to burn. So I'm going to finish getting these guys dressed up, then we're going to let them set and let the chocolate set up, and then we'll be back with you. So stand by. All right, our Coconut Bliss Balls are done. I let the chocolate set up, and these you can even speed that process up in the fridge or the freezer again if you want. And y'all, they're gorgeous. They are absolutely beautiful. They look like little snow-capped dark mountains. They're beautiful. But I want to show you that chocolate is all nice and snappy. Let me get a small one. I'm going to bite into it because I want you to see the texture on the inside. Pure coconut heaven, but not too coconutty. That honey, oh my. They taste more like honey than they do coconut. It's strange. The coconut just provides a good base for what really should be a coconut honey bliss ball. They are beautiful and delicious, and the texture is perfect. Y'all, these make a great food gift. They just do. Now, they'll keep at room temperature for a little while, not for long. I like to put them in an airtight container and keep them in the fridge until I either give them away or serve them. It keeps the integrity of everything all together. So this nice little treat is a real sweet thing to do to give to somebody you love. I mean, it just is. Plus, you can make them festive for the holidays, and they're a perfect treat. There's all kind of different things you can do to this. This is just a good recipe to kind of get you started. You can decorate them any way you want. You can add things to the center of that coconut ball if you would like. And you can use milk or dark chocolate. I just prefer dark chocolate. So, y'all, these are fantastic. Make sure you head over to the Buttered Home where you can get this recipe for free and print it out on your own and make these for yourself even. It's a nice Christmas present for yourself or birthday or any other holiday for that matter. Also, if you're not already, make sure that you're following us on all of our social channels. We have a really good time. We share different content from site to site from time to time, and we would love to have you with us everywhere we are. And as always, if you want all of our videos in one convenient place, make sure you head over to YouTube and search for The Buttered Home, and then hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified when we drop new videos like this one. Okay, time to package them up. Give them away. Get them out of my house. Oh, we hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day and rest of the week, and be back next week for another great recipe. From the Buttered Home to your home. We sure love y'all. Bye.